Aliolu. Ahmet, what position does this put Hamas in? They must want the ceasefire to hold, but they've been largely sitting on the sidelines this week.
Well, Rachel, as a matter of fact, Hamas did not step in and participate to this round of violence between Israel and Islamic Jihad that started basically after the assassination of the senior military leader of the Islamic Jihad, Baha Abu al-Ata. Islamic Jihad is the second largest military faction in the Gaza Strip. So we understand that Hamas sided by the Islamic Jihad, but they didn't participate. That didn't lead to major escalations. Even the round of the barrage of the rockets and the makeshift missiles that have been targeted to or fired to Israel are not that high in terms of their quality and smart targets. Unlike if Hamas was on board in this round, the losses on the Israeli side would be much bigger. Now, what we understand that the Israelis, none of them have been killed. Only the Palestinians, 34 Palestinians, including children and women. So will this truce hold or not? It depends on the Palestinian factions' reactions and the retaliation of Israel, whether Benjamin Netanyahu is going to take it to another round, because of the assassination of Abu al-Ata was a precedent that didn't happen and a violation of the 2014 agreement between the factions and Israel not to assassinate and not to attack senior leaders. That's something that Israel didn't comply with.
So what does this say about the relationship between Hamas and Islamic Jihad, that Hamas sat out this ceasefire deal?
Well, Rachel, yesterday on Al Mayadeen, the Syrian channel, the senior leader or the leader of the Islamic Jihad, Ziad al-Nakhala, was in an interview for more than an hour. He is based basically in Damascus in Syria, and it seems that he is very resentment vis-a-vis Hamas's stance. He felt that the Islamic Jihad was left alone to face the Israeli aggression in the last round of standoff between Israel and the Palestinians. On the other hand, Hamas is trying to say that there is a joint operations room that all the factions, all the resistance movement in the Gaza Strip are meeting and coordinating all their actions on the ground. But the Islamic Jihad recently unilaterally decided to take the decision and retaliate and take revenge to its leader without coordinating with the other factions. This seems that there is a deepening rift between the two major factions in the Gaza Strip that will cast dark shadows on the Palestinian internal relations. If these kind of disputes and disagreements are not contained, then the Palestinian kind of decision to take the whole territory into a war is going to be hijacked by one of the factions. That's something that none of the Palestinians are looking forward to see on the ground.
Okay.